Welcome to the Explainer. Let's just jump right in today because we are unpacking the truly profound, deeply reflective poetry of Oluyomi Ola-David. Specifically, we're looking at her October 2023 piece, Faith is Full of Noble Praise. Now, what we're going to uncover together here isn't just a beautiful poem. It's actually this highly structured, almost architectural framework for navigating life's toughest internal challenges. We're going to map out her exact words, breaking down how she visualizes the battle in our minds, and crucially, the grounding forces that actually save us. But first, I want you to reflect on your own internal battles for just a second. When you're hit with a sudden challenge or you're staring down the great unknown, what truly drives your immediate reaction? Do you lean into faith, or are you immediately consumed by doubt? Keep that personal reflection in the back of your mind as we walk through this explainer, because this exact tension between faith and doubt is right where our author kicks off her exploration. Now, our author, Oluyomi Ola-David, is a genuinely fascinating thinker whose published work bridges a really unique gap. You see, she doesn't just write poetry. Her portfolio actually spans technical insights, policy briefs, opinion articles, alongside these deep contemplations. And this analytical background, it's highly visible in the incredibly structured way she writes her poetry, as you'll see in a minute. She essentially brings a mind organized around policy and strategy straight into the messy realm of human emotion. To really understand her poetry, though, we have to understand her underlying motive. She puts it perfectly herself, stating, "I am a Nigerian and I love people. I am concerned about global development and transformation." She anchors all of her contemplative poetry in this deep, overriding love for humanity. So she makes it crystal clear that her ultimate goal isn't just stringing together nice words. She is genuinely focused on generating real solutions for global transformation and providing clarity for others. Section 1. The duality of mind, faith versus doubt. She dives right in by painting this incredibly stark, side-by-side duality between our positive and negative mindsets. It's a direct confrontation. First, she tackles the timing of our thoughts. She says faith is patient, while doubt is full of haste. And think about how true that feels in practice, right? Faith remains steady, it can wait, it has endurance. But doubt? Doubt rushes us into panicked, reactive haste. It creates this artificial urgency that practically forces us into bad decisions. It's a brilliant behavioral contrast right out of the gate. And what's really fascinating here is how she describes the physical substance of these mindsets. Faith, she says, is tangibly made and undeniably true. It has a real foundation. But she completely dismisses doubt as a mere mixture that's full of wind. It's unstable, it's chaotic, it lacks any real solid substance. When we're full of doubt, we are literally letting something as formless as wind push us around. From there, she reveals the profound emotional toll these mindsets take on us. And the words she chooses here are incredibly deliberate. Faith yields a person who is content, forgiving, and prudent. It's a clean, peaceful state of being. Whereas doubt, well, she says doubt is full of greed, bile, and junk. I mean, notice how visceral those words are, bile and junk. Doubt isn't just a mental state for her. She's showing us that it's a toxic pollutant that completely corrupts our internal environment. Section 2. The anchor of gratitude, the stabilizing force. Now, the absolutely crucial point is that she doesn't just leave us trapped in that volatile, exhausting duality between faith and doubt. She knows that just telling someone to have faith isn't always enough, is it? So she introduces a powerful third force. She presents gratitude as the ultimate grounding mechanism. She describes it with these incredibly solid, stabilizing adjectives. She calls it evergreen, meaning it never dies. It's formed and sturdy, which contrasts so beautifully with that wind of doubt we talked about earlier. She even calls it oceanic, suggesting this massive, unshakable depth. And finally, it's loving and fruitful. Gratitude, in her framework, is the exact anchor that allows faith to win. This whole concept brilliantly illustrates the rhythmic triad she uses to structure her philosophy throughout the entire poem. You can actually see her formula at work. She moves from mindset 1, which is the assertion of faith, to mindset 2, the destructive nature of doubt. Then she injects the stabilizer, which is gratitude. And finally, she delivers the result, expressed through various professions taking positive action. It's a remarkably logical progression mapped directly onto a poetic format. Section 3. Metaphors of Action, Faith in Practice. Since her ultimate goal is global development and transformation, you know it's not just about sitting around and thinking. It's about doing. Let's look at how this builds into her poetic metaphors for taking action in the real world. She maps out this beautiful progression of growth. When anchored by faith and gratitude, she says farmhands can learn mercy, builders can circulate peace, and fishers can sail deeper. These are all highly active foundational professions, right? Farming, building, fishing. She's basically telling us that when our internal mindset is correct, our external labor, literally no matter what it is, becomes infused with higher virtues like mercy, peace, and courage. Taking it even further, she illustrates that mastering these mindsets brings profound internal and external vitality. She writes that bones can stay moist, indicating health and flexibility, rather than becoming dry and rigid. Hearts can breathe life, and I absolutely love this last one. Carpenters call spot difference. That means giving a tradesman the ultimate clarity, precision, and discernment to see exactly what needs to be fixed. It's all about achieving absolute clarity in your life's work.
Section 4. The Wheel Within, Spiritual Foundation.
To really fully grasp the depth of this explainer and honestly the source of her profound insights, we have to look at the spiritual foundation driving her vision for transformation. Like, where does she draw this immense structural clarity from? Well, in her personal insights, she beautifully attributes her ability to generate solutions and provide clarity directly to her faith. She writes, "My Father God owns and rules the universe. He is the wheel within my wheels." She fully acknowledges a divine engine driving her forward. That phrase, "the wheel within my wheels," it just perfectly encapsulates how she views her inner drive. It's a deeply rooted spiritual anchor that powers her outward actions and her intense desire to help people. So, as we leave you with the echoes of her profound, structured poetry, we come right back to you, knowing the clear difference between the toxic haste of doubt and the sturdy, oceanic peace of gratitude. What mindset will you choose to drive your wheels today? Are you going to let the wind of doubt push you around, or will you anchor yourself in gratitude and build something true? Take that thought with you, and we'll see you in the next explainer.